Hi, I'm Mackenzie Moen, and I'm doing critical thinking questions for chapter 12. The first question is, how is the model minority image reinforced by images in the media? One in particular is Asian Americans are the model minority because they are supposedly what ideally you'd want in the US to create a good economy and a good system. For example, they have taken part in a lot of like political acts, even though I don't think that they are subject to holding good stand in political office, but they are stereotyped as being smart and intelligent. That's not necessarily a good stereotype, but that will characterize them as being like the model minority. But they are subject to institutional discrimination. And also in um, the 1960s, when Asian Indians were coming over to the U.S., they were mostly all educated, and it was like 25 um, years or older. They all basically like it was not surprising for them all to have a bachelor's degree, and that helped them to transition really well. But now Asian Americans or Asian Indians are most likely to be like cab drivers or something that's not really politically or economically or like systematically important for like the standard of importance that's created by the system. And also note that from the media, um, Asian Americans are mostly only in movies that include martial arts. Um, and coming of age is difficult for anyone given the ambiguities of adolescence in the United States. How is this doubly difficult for children of immigrants? How do you think the immigrants themselves, such as those from Asia, view the process? I kind of already answered that because, like I said, in the 1960s, Asian Indians were labeled as smart and like skilled labor workers. So they transitioned really well to the United States, but I think that they probably view the process um, like the immigrants themselves probably think it's really unfair because their children had grown up in the US, so they should have exactly the same right because like as far as they know, they're completely American. And the third question is American Indians, Hispanics, and Asian Americans are all convenient terms to refer to diverse groups of people. And you see these broad umbrella terms as being more appropriate for one group than for others. I think that American Indians, Hispanics, and Asian American labels people of whiteness or of like the standard high societal group think that like a more diverse amount of people, like more like 10 cultures fit under those three terms because they're just not, maybe they're not like educated enough to say, they're, you know, Latino or they're Hmong or they're Mexican or Guatemalan. They just call them like Hispanics. I mean, obviously, like Hmong aren't under the Hispanic label. Well, I hope people wouldn't say that. But I think that's a giant problem, and I think that that broad umbrella of like those three broad umbrella terms aren't appropriate to use unless they actually are like 100% Hispanic because why would somebody call me like I don't know, Western? Like I'm of Western, but I like technically am, even though I'm like under different categories, but they just labeled it like kind of like a broad umbrella term. That might be something to say about it, but that's